Yo, what's the Latin bass assassin? What's up? What's happening? And apparently I was driving too crazy for Elon. Elon just kind of, I don't know, unplugged himself. He got scared and he was all like, "I way," and unplugged himself. So that's what we had to deal with right there, guys. Speaking of unplugging, let me unplug the GoPro and plug it back in. There was a little bit of in the jump. Creel, I just try and put on the best show I can for you, dog. I see that you appreciated the show that we put on 10 seconds ago. You know, just to feel appreciated, Creel, that's all I was looking for, and you made my day, dog. When you said it was a great show. So we are closer to the dam. We figured we would hit this place up. There was somebody posted up on the spot that we usually hit up, but we'll hit it up from here. A full report from last night's fishing is available on episode 179, bro. So if you would like to see the full report, that is where you can find it. As we do not live in the past, we live in the future and we go forward there, Snazook. So did I say we live in the future or did I say we live in the present? They're definitely in the jump, and I would not expect them to be bass here, but I could be wrong, as I have been multiple times. It's going to be difficult because the butt of the boat is going to be facing where I want to cast, but definitely fish around here. Let's see what I could do, guys. Let's see what I can do. I'll do you one better there, Faith. I won't bring the muzzle. I also won't bring the reason for the muzzle. Last night was mind numbing. We are in 8 feet of water. If you are not used to chaos like that, it was hard to consume that kind of data, bro. I don't even know what to call it, bro. I am on top of the hump right now. Yo, what up, Jonathan? How was your day? There's definitely bait that they're chasing here. I can see it moving. I just scared it right there. But I just got to get them to commit to me. Al, how did you almost choke, bro? Did he say something dumb while you were eating a late night snack? Dudes, we almost enacted Article, I guess we'll go with Article 1. We should have gone with like Article 73 or some high number so it would sound cooler, but we almost enacted Article 1 of the boat protocol. It just didn't work out, but we almost enacted it where if you fall asleep on the boat and somebody catches a fish, then you are liable to get slapped with a fish in the face for falling asleep. We almost enacted it, but my brother didn't stay asleep and like a fish didn't bite while he was asleep. We were almost there, dudes. I'm talking about we were right on. There was a boat, he was totally asleep, and there was a boat that came by during the night, and it made a wake, and that wake caused his head to roll off the seat, and when it rolled off the seat, he woke up. So that's what caused us not to be able to enact Article 1 of the boat. All right, guys. This is becoming rather difficult to try and maneuver Silver. What the? Try and maneuver Silver to a point where you guys can see what's going on, because the boat wants to point in this direction, but I want to fish in this direction. And I don't want to fish from the back of the boat. We'll pull off the edge real quick. But yes, as Unlimited called it, it would have been the fish slap heard around the world. I can't chase these fish because as soon as I leave there, that's when they start being stupid. I haven't even put on my sun covers or got out my sunglasses. Nothing. Oh no, Doc. That was just me trying to get the stupid grass off of there. Silver's right at the angle that I'm trying to get to. What's wrong with her? Figure it out, Silver. We ain't got time. I gotta put some sun covers on, bros. I tried to get a topwater strike. I have switched my jig head minnow to one of these wands that everyone refers to. I had put these away because I really didn't plan on throwing them anytime since it wasn't winter time frame. And here we go, guys. The streak continues, even though technically we caught one last night, but the streak continues. We caught ourselves a little green guy. Thank the good Lord that this little green guy with that fat old belly, look at that fat old belly, continues our streak 30 times. Z-Man. 30 times 3 plus some number of double-digit days of consecutive fishing and consecutive non-zeros. What are you doing, Z-Man? Like, get straight, bro. Consecutive non-zeros. So, thank the good Lord. But we are looking for BBLs, not those little tiny ones. What up, 22? Bro, the Rodcast has bought over half of BizBait's supply, or around half of BizBait's supply of green pumpkin magic. Will you guys just eat my frickin'? So that is not enough to get, to get the attention of BizBait. I don't know what is, dogs. I don't know what is. I expect this area to start getting a little crazy. It's already starting to slightly, but I don't think these are good sized bass. So I'm gonna go to a ground game. I'm gonna do the ground and pound because right now the attacks from the top are not being accepted. I don't know who's gonna accept an attack. So good on the bass for not accepting the attack. That's grass. Just a little bit of eelgrass. Oh, that's what's up, Faith. Nice, dog. That's what's up. Faith, if you and everybody, every imaginary or every member of your imaginary family emailed, ooh, dog, that would be crazy. They'd be all like, wait a second, this fool's got reach even to the imaginary realm? And I'm like, dog, I sing to him. I sing to the imaginary realm, dog. That must have been grass. They just don't know. All right. For these hours, I will have to run said bizbait worm. I could throw a bodega, but not right now. I will put on my sun covers and get a drink of water because it's a little humid out here. It rained a little bit, guys. Just enough to make it humid. Also enough to, again, go sideways. It was crazy. It's like a little hurricane. It was like a little hurricane. That was. I was out on the water. It'd be crazy. That's all I thought. Imagine I was out on the water. Maybe I got a sickness. And I verified that my brother is alive. So wherever he decided to go, he is alive. Any other state, I didn't, like mental state, all that other stuff, I didn't verify. All I know is that he is alive. All right, Silver, figure out what direction you want to be, girl. Last day of the weekend? All right, let's handle it. They are right there in the jump. They have my present. There was a bird that almost hit me, dog. Or did somebody throw me a bird? Did I just get attacked by a bird and I don't even know it? These guys are trying to trick me, bros. They are trying to trick me. They keep coming up. And they're trying to trick me to throw this stupid little minnow. And here I am, throwing this stupid little minnow. Oh, got a bite right off the first as it was dropping, but I wasn't in contact. All right, guys, I'm gonna reposition because Silver is, like, I wanna be here and she's over there, so I gotta reposition. Yeah, she's getting annoying. Grass is off to my left right now. We are in 10 feet. So that means it's over there. All right, so I'm gonna throw to that tree and then anywhere over there. All right. Now Silver's butt can go anywhere she wants. I don't care. We set up different, but that's grass. That's grass. That's grass. Maybe it wasn't grass. I don't know. Felt grass-ish. Has a little bit of grass. Yeah, see, that's grass. At least that spot was grass. What the heck, bros? It's weird. Feels like grass. That's grass. What the heck, bros? Gotta get used to the feel of this wand here. Yo, field, good luck, bro, wherever you're fishing. Yo, 22. That doesn't surprise me, bro. If butterflies don't land on me, I get offended because of the amount of butterflies that have landed on me in the recent past. There's a bunch of butterflies, bro, that were just all like, yep, this is my homie. I'm going to land on him. They're in the jump over there, but we are in 12 feet of water. There's current going. I mean, it doesn't look like it's super fast, but it is positioning silver the way that we are now. Dang, Jason has the report on the wedding party that he, at first I thought didn't want to go to, but it seems like he's happy that he did. Jason, we almost had wedding plans last night. My brother said if he had caught another fish, he would have asked Kimmy to marry him. And then shortly thereafter, he broke his leader and said, nah, I don't want to retie a leader. So I don't know if it was because he got cold feet, but he said he didn't want to retie a leader. All right, Colin with the Canadian report. Oh, dudes. I played that fool for too long. Played him for too long, should have just smacked him. Call the Canadian fishing report. Colin, was that a report from just you or all the homies? What are we looking at? It's grass. Dude, at least to me, it seemed like my brother was going through different stages on the boat. He was semi-normal at the beginning because he was hype. He was all like, all right, let's go fishing. Let's go blah, blah, blah. But loud and ridiculous, right? And then after that, he wasn't really catching fish. So then he started to lash out. Holy moly, what was that? Anybody get a peek at whatever that thing was that just jumped out right in front of me? What was that, guys? What the heck was that, bros? Also, let me tie on Don's chatterbait and we'll throw it to this area. Let's get Don's chatterbait on. I don't think we'll be doing any deep cranking. Actually, what if I throw Don's chatterbait onto this Cast King? It says it's a medium something. Medium fast action or something like that. This is an unknown rod, guys. We have never used this rod. This rod came from the Classic. So we will see what this rod feels like, what it works like. We will give you a, I guess, on the water review of this rod. That was, I mean, I guess it's possible, bro. They have a more stringent policy when it comes to getting your kids, you know, out of the hospital. I think back in the day they were pretty lax. They're just like, yo, they came in here, they had a kid, give them a kid, see if they notice. Dude, it's weird because we were raised in the same house. We have the same exact parents. It's just the dude has a whole different personality. It is like, I mean, there are flashes of normal in the personality every now and then, but for the majority of the time, it's just chaos. I mean, I don't know if you guys were paying attention, but there was a time when I told the dude, I was all like, bruh, don't be throwing eelgrass in the boat. I literally had just seen him, and I'm talking about literally just seen him drop the eelgrass in the boat. And then he says, I'm not putting eelgrass in the boat. And I'm like, what the f? I was like, dude, I just saw you do it. What are you talking about? I'm like, what the f? Okay, bro. I was thinking to myself, I'm not one of these chicks you date, bro, that I'm going to just be like, oh yeah, it's okay. That's cute. Nah. I'm one of these vatos that will call you out. So, it was crazy. Oh yeah, guys, if we catch a 5-pounder, the bounty is still on. 5-pounder for a $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card for that BBL Plus. But we don't have it up right now. But that doesn't mean that it isn't going. Anything above 5 pounds, we will be paying out a $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. All right, we're tying on Don's chatterbait. But yeah, dudes, it's stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, how? It gets extremely frustrating because I'm like, bro, I just saw you do that. We're not kids, dog. I'm not your parent. I'm not going to fall for your lie, dog. All right. Let's see. First cast on the Cast King. Let's see what we feel here, guys. This is Don's chatterbait. We're going to let it sink to the bottom. I think we're gonna. You ever gonna sink to the bottom, Doc? I don't know what was going on there. We're gonna rip it out the grass and we're gonna slow roll it. Now this says it's a medium fast. The unicorn rod was a medium heavy. Oh, how is it so? Let's see what it says here. It was a 5-pound bass. It's definitely a large green fish. Inconclusive evidence. Colin, you did hear Cast King. What up, GM? Hopefully your mind has stopped throbbing from being around my brother. What was the ruling on the field, though? I didn't see it, and no one on the field made a ruling. I just know that something jumped up. I didn't see it. I needed help from the replay booth, even though there was no call made on the field. Oh, this is stringy grass. It's a white or a green bass. Okay, so it's one or the other. But Dead Rabbit ain't messing around. He went to go check that out for us. We appreciate that, Dead Rabbit. Yeah, Colin, we got this Cast King from the Classic. They were handing them out. It's actually a 2-piece rod, which is cool. You know, in case you need to travel and you want to take your rod with you. Okay. It didn't like that Alberto knot right there. It's grass. replay the down. All right, we're gonna throw that bodega, that jig with the bodega on it. Get a little more bottom contact. And while that jig is out there, I'm gonna tie on a shaky head. Because we plan to go there, and there likes shaky heads. You see, it fell and it stopped real quick. That's what I expected, but the chatterbait seemed to take some time. I don't know what the deal is with that. Oh, we're talking about the fall. But which shaky head should we put on? Actually, I already found one. Get one of the floor shakies. We got two options. We got a football head. I think this is definitely a heavier one. We'll put this one on for now and go from there. I don't feel bottom. There's supposed to be rock around here. I know there is. Where are you at? It's football season, Snozook. It's a football head jig, bro. Do they not have those in Florida? Do they only have round head jigs? There's a bait ball going right there, right in front of me. Something is about to destroy that, more than likely, as it works its way into this hump. Dummies. This is the part where you're watching the scary movie and you're like, don't go into that room. No, don't go there. But there it goes. There goes the bait ball into the room. It's nice knowing you guys. What's the time, Hack? 6:30. This guy over here putting Peyton Manning. Oh, those guys are going over there to the spot that I wanted to go to. Or at least they're heading in that direction. Hopefully they find something before they get to that direction. Al wins? The heck? I thought I said Manning. Okay, so those guys do not like what they see there. I'm feeling grass down here. I'm in 12 feet of water, but there is some current that's taking my jig off in that direction. Why? Am I not feeling all the rock that I would have expected here, or hard bottom, whatever? Now that's a bird right there, 22. That is not a butterfly. Excuse me. That is not a butterfly. Oh, it was a chat question. My bad, dog. I'll stay out the chat, dog. I know my place. I will stay out the chat and just be out here in the digital realm, existing. Dude, did you guys notice that this fool told us about his foot like 14 times? But I'm not talking about like just telling us about his foot, because, you know, whatever. If you just say, my foot hurts or whatever, all right, that's cool. But he told us the story of him walking like 14 times. I'm like, dude, I know. We've already heard this story. We heard it before you even got here. All right, after this cast, we're moving, guys. There are 0 signs of life here, but I did want to put on my shaky head. I feel like that rod that I'm about to put it on, it's not going to have enough backbone, but we'll find out. Life's a risk, carnal. We got to make do with what rods we have, because we're down 2 rods, 3 rods technically, but definitely down 2. I have no idea where he walked from, dude. It was supposed to be a 10-minute drive, but a apparently 2-hour walk. I don't understand how. But that's what he said. Now, some of this portion of the story, I will say that he was saying it facetiously, bro, but like he had made a comment that his foot was hurting so bad that he was almost thinking about stealing something just so that they could call the cops, and then the cops could give him a ride. So that portion was funny. But then his later explanation made no sense, because I was like, bro, you would much rather have the cops get you than just call Kimmy to pick you up. He's like, yeah. And then he said that Kimmy would bail him out. And I was like, dude, okay, so you're calling Kimmy anyway, but you're going to only call her to bail you out after you committed a crime. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, what the... Bro, this guy's an idiot. Portions of that was funny. But portions of it were, I was about to commit a crime. And let me throw this one time. So it was crazy. Rail, what's happening? What's happening? Somebody jumped in front of me, bro. I didn't see nobody jump in front of me this time, Doc. Who's 12 o'clock? My 12 o'clock? Because my 12 o'clock, I don't think you guys can see. So are you talking about my possibly 1:45, 1:30? Okay, I can feel the rock a lot better with this shaky head, but this shaky head is... All right, so we're gonna move to that other spot. Let me just get another shaky head cast in here. I believe this shaky head is maybe 3/8. I don't remember. But I'm not exactly sure that this is gonna have the backbone. Now, if you're talking about the stuff that's happening over there, bro, oh yeah, they're definitely in the jump over there. But I believe those to be little guys. Well, now we're busting out the Daddy Mac will make you jump, jump. Crisscross will make you jump, jump. Believe that. Some of them try to rhyme, but they can't rhyme like this. Some are trying to rhyme, but they can't rhyme like Chris. Some of them try to rhyme, but they can't. Cause I'm the miggity, 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 that was grass. Ooh, did you guys see that remix right there? The miggity, 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 that was grass. On the water remixing. Washa-lo. Okay, seriously, last cast right here, and then we're out of here before someone goes over there and before somebody goes out there and hits up that spot that we've just been eyeballing, but we haven't gone to. It's kind of like when you go to the club, dudes. You're like, well, I mean, that chick is super hot over there, but I don't know. I might be able to pick off one of these other chicks real quick, just in case. Have it in the back pocket, and then I go hit up the hot chick because I ain't got nothing to lose at that point in time. I'm like, all right, I already got one in the bag. Let's see what's up. All right, let's move. Somebody try to rhyme, but they can't rhyme like this. I will let you guys face forward because we're not going very far. And it's always fun, guys, unless you're in that old station wagon from back in the day, then you had to face backwards. I think it was a station wagon. I don't know. I don't think I was around during that time when things were way cooler. Some of them try to throw lines, but they can't throw like this. Some of them try to throw lines, but they can't throw like this. I'm gonna make it, Mac. All right. Let's assess the situation here. It seems like plenty of distance from them. I don't want to do anything crazy. Last time I cruised up on here, I got a stern talking to. They told me I should go fish a mile away from here. I'll just ask them like a cool guy. We'll ask their blessing. Is it cool if I fish right here, dude?
Say again?
Is it cool if I fish right here?
Yeah, come on.
I'm gonna stay on this side.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, just making sure, man.
Yeah, you're good.
I appreciate it. See, we could coexist.
They've been jumping right in here, but there's been a good pile jumping right in there.
Oh, she's got one.
Yeah, from about 80 years, from about where you're at, they're jumping pretty good.
All righty. Okay, so I see some fish down here. I assume that they are white bass, but assumption is the mother of all. You knows. Somebody try to throw lines, but they can't throw like this. Somebody try to throw lines, but they can't. Oh, he's got one too. Yeah. Oh, dogs, we homies right here. We amongst the people. I was out of position, dudes. I was out of position, but definitely got smacked. I'm throwing that big old shaky head. Oh, they are in the jump right there. They are definitely in the jump. All right, that dude's got another one. We only report the news here, guys. There's a little bit of floating eelgrass here. A little bit of floating eelgrass. Got losses, but BBLs. What is this guy talking about? Oh, wait a second, guys. I need all messages. I must have been missing some messages. Uh-oh. GM says he might have pneumonia. This is a concern. GM, are you sure that it isn't like you ate too many shakes laying down and your lungs were cold because of the fact that the cold stuff just kind of was chilling right there? Maybe you got milkshake lungs. Now, this is all fun and games until you tell me a true diagnosis that you got pneumonia, and then we'll get serious, bro. Dude, we are having real talk in the chat. This don't make no sense. What's going on here, guys? GM has brought real talk to the channel. And Jonathan is, I mean, I guess he's having himself a time. He was currently inspiring his rhymes. Guys, Jonathan might go styling a mixtape situation here and put it out on the street. Next thing you know, he's a YouTube sensation. I am using a Mag Dizzy on a 3/8 shaky head. Give away. What's happening, brah? We're just throwing a little shaky head out there. And by little, I mean not little, but throwing a shaky head. There's a lot of eelgrass on here. I gotta keep in mind that this is a 7.5-1. This is the first Johnny Morris reel I bought. It was a signature series just to try it out. And it is slower than my 8 3-1s. We seem to have some doctors in the house. All right, we're gonna have to position ourselves where we actually want to be. That gentleman has caught another one. All right, this is about where we want to be. We were heading in that direction. Boom, it got him. These are different maps. So the contour lines are a little bit different. Throw something on a wobble head. So, Tim, I mean, I appreciate that. In the spec, but what do you call it? I appreciate have any of these heads that you speak of. All right, somehow a silver is positioned Throw a whopper plug. So, one, I don't got one tied on. Two, there's floating eelgrass that you guys may not be able to see. Let me show you an example. I'm just gonna dip my rod into the water, and this is what I'm talking about, dog. That is just found all over the place. So if I could find a clear path, well, I mean, that's one thing, but it just seems like, for me personally, I cannot see a clear path. Now, others might say, bro, give me that rod. I'll show you a clear path. I'll clear a path. But once this bottom bouncing baits, once they clear the grass, the line gets taken underwater, so I don't got to worry about the grass anymore. And we go from there. I ain't worried about it, dogs. How deep am I fishing? Currently, I am in 11 feet of water. There's a point off to my right. Out there is probably about 15 to 20 feet. But off to my right is there's a little point that comes out. Derek, you can clear a path, dog. I didn't get a good hook set in that. It's probably little. Oh, he is really light, bros. This guy is almost see-through. Would you look at that, guys? This guy is extremely light. Very light colored, homie, but little. Probably just a little Rob. And I'm gonna have to check the drag on this reel. My drag was really light as well. Trailblazers are needed, Derek. So if you want to blaze the trail and clear out all this eelgrass, dog, I almost would pay you to do that. I almost would pay you to do that. So I don't think I stretched him out, Al, because the hook set was what I thought it would be, but my drag was so loose that my hook set or my rod went all the way over there on that hook set without very much movement of the fish. Yo, my brother, he exists. $22. I am attempting to do so, dog. Let's find a BBL over here in the sunset. That right there is definitely a lot deeper than over here. I can cast to the right where the point is, and I will momentarily, but I just want to check this area out over here. Oh, God, my brother's calling, guys. He can put it in the chat. You can put it in the chat, dog. I ain't got time. There's people around me right now. I don't want to disturb their peace and tranquility with your insanity. So if you want to put it in the chat, go right ahead, dog. If not, we are going to continue fishing as we are. You guys are probably like, hey, I want to hear what your brother has to say, but I ain't got time for that guy right now. We're out here looking for BBLs, getting some eelgrass. This gentleman is about to leave. Now the way this grass set up might have changed since I was gone. I don't know if that's a bite, but we're gonna find out in a second. It's definitely a bite, but okay, that's come off my guide. It was a terrible hook set. It's not much bigger. Look at how whack this hook set is. Well, is there a little bit better than I thought? Terrible little guy. My line got wrapped up on my guide. So I'm just glad I didn't break my guide. We gotta be careful with those hook sets, because somebody on this boat sets the hook like an idiot, like as hard as possible. And as hard as possible isn't always needed. Now we're just looking for a BBL, guys. That one's a little better. I don't think it's a BBL, but it is definitely a little better. Just a little better. This one's probably, still a little Juan. Still just a little Juan, but a little better. Just a little Juan. A little fatty. But we keep them close to the chest, bro, so you guys can see what's up. We're looking for the BBLs, dogs. Those are cool, but not what we are looking for. Yeah, bros. I mean, just because he's my brother, bro, doesn't mean that he gets to call in and, I mean, he could put in the chat, dog, and we'll discuss it one text line at a time. Then I gotta interpret everything that he's saying. Everybody's gonna be like, what did he say? What did he say? And be like, I don't know. But Jonathan, it was trying times last night, dude. I don't even know how you guys stayed on there, bros. When this guy started going into karaoke hour, I was like, what is going on here, bro? Does this guy know he's live? But he went into karaoke hour. That was right on a thing of eelgrass. I watched it all the way. Stupid, stupid eelgrass. Let's see what happens. Dude, it felt to me like he pre-gamed and then it started to kick in. Like around the hours where he was, what do you call it? Where he was karaokeing, I felt like he pre-gamed. And then that's where it kicked in. And that's where we all had to hear him karaoke to his favorite songs. That's what I believe happened. Okay, so this is a good angle right here. Well, maybe it was too good. I was feeling the rocks. I was excited, but now we're gonna have to, we are in the rocks. It was a good angle too. Just so you guys know, we will be fishing this area out. As we cruised over here, we kept an eye on the buoys to make sure that they were where we expected them to be on the map, and they are. So, barring any kind of stupidity happening between, and I didn't hear any bumps between now and the time that we saw all the buoys, we should be all right. We are now in 12 feet of water. I'm gonna take my sunglasses off because I gotta see how much actual light is left. You guys can enjoy that sunset if I am not blocking it. Believer saw the catfish in the short. That happened a while back, dog. We just never made a short from it, but that was crazy, dog. And in fact, I think I caught it on this rod right here. On a shaky head. Not this size of shaky head, but on a shaky head. No, bros. I got hit, but I didn't hit back, dogs. Definitely got hit. Felt a little different. Son of a fish. I don't know if you guys were able to see that rod. I definitely got hit. Son of a fish. Okay, all right. We won't be putting our sunglasses back there. We won't do anything but focus. Let's get it. I mean, I'll still chat with you guys, but son of a fish, bros. I don't know if you guys saw that rod bend. Yo, what up, Don? Don, I gave away one of your chatterbaits to some kid I met at the dock. Met his dad and him at the dock, so I gave him one of the chatterbaits. He said he was looking to get into tournament fishing, so I say, here you go, dog. I'm going to bless you with one of Don's chatterbaits. Just FYI, Don. Your legend is being spread one person at a time. They did ask, hey, is there somewhere that I can contact Don? I mean, they hadn't even used it, but I said, yo, bros, this right here is what they refer to on the streets as the shad imitating chatterbait, Don's chatterbait. But I told them Don does not take private meetings or private calls for this said topic. I really just told him that you don't sell them. can't believe I missed whatever that was. Be it a catfish, be it a bass, whatever that was. That was one of those good feeling thump. Yo, Thavity, it's been a long time, Thavity. Over here. Why don't I hear people? What the heck? I'm gonna throw a Texas rig out there too. I was thinking a jig, but okay, I can't complain. It was a little toasty, but I can't complain, dog. Any day you're out on the water's a good day. Yo, peace out, believer. Keep it real, dude. Do your thing. All right, guys, from this angle, I don't think I can. There's still stagnant eelgrass just floating around. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I missed that one nice bite. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. Dang it. Yo, peace out, Snozook. Yo, I see 36. Don, you scared 4 people away, dog. 4 people were like, what just happened here, dog? Oh, well, I should tell the 36 people that we have a $25 BBL plus bounty out. If we catch a fish or bass over 5 pounds, we will pay out a $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card to somebody watching the live as it happens. We do a random drawing here. And that's how easy it is to get paid out. But the catch is, I gotta catch it. And we have not seen a BBL in a few nights. We had night fishing and we saw one. I feel like I just missed one, but you know, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Don, I feel like they're just really watching the sunset. They're not watching me. In fact, they could do without my commentary, unless I was doing potentially commentary on the sunset. Dang it. I got stuck on that rock pile. Same rock pile I got stuck on that put us over here. All right, so I'm gonna turn you like this real quick, guys, because I'm gonna head over to said rock pile and try and get us off. Let's... Dang, Don, now there's 32. Oh, man. Don, we gotta act like we're used to that, bro. We gotta act like, oh yeah, bro, 40, that's the norm. Because then they're all like, wait a second, this is a big deal? He doesn't have 40 people watching him all the time? Pfft, I don't wanna be hanging out here with this fool if he don't got 40 all the time. We just gotta act cool, Don. Act cool, bro. Dang it, I can't believe I missed that frickin' fish. I'm gonna see the replay and it's gonna be very troubling. All right, guys, now let's position you for a better view of the sunset. All right, I believe that silver is going to stay at this angle. Dang, Don's cool. Snowman dog. That's just cool, bro. You don't get any cooler than that. Now time to get a go with that. I feel the rock down there. That's what I want to feel. Yo, Faith, you ain't stealing nothing from me, bro. That's God's work. I'm just here on the scene reporter, bro. That's all I am. So take the screenshot, do whatever you got to do to immortalize the sunset, bro. It's all good, dog. But I will need a second, guys. I'm gonna have a mic off moment. And we are back. Sunsets with the Latin Bass Assassin. What's up? What's happening? I believe that silver is starting to rotate. So, is that a fish? Was that a fish? Is that a fish? Let's find out. It is a fish, but I don't think it's a big fish. It's an okay fish, but it ain't a big fish. Definitely not a big one. Hey, wait. Relax, relax. So I'll just relax here, guys. Let's not go ruining any worms now. All right, guys. This is just a little Juan, pero it is a sunset little Juan. Just a little guy. Not that big thump that we are looking for. I'm stuck in that rock pile again. We're gonna have to go get it. Gonna have to ruin the sunset, guys. I'll try and keep you guys in the shot. Sorry, guys. So I'm seeing fish right on this drop right here. It is a nice little drop too on both sides. I would like to go back to that location. Sorry guys, don't mean to get you dizzy. But I am throwing a mag dizzy, so that's cool. All right, so it's directly behind us. You guys are now looking in the totally wrong spot. How has I'm assuming you meant the bite, dog. I mean, we can get fish to bite, but it's big ones that we have. The big ones are the elusive ones. I think I just need to slow it down, bro. I think I'm going too fast. I need to feel every inch. That I can believe, bro. It seems like mag dizzies are only available at certain locations like Tackle Warehouse and the BizBait website and other like random smaller retailers. Though, just so you know, Thravity, BizBait did re-up on the Green Pumpkin Magics, bro. So currently they have probably 60% of their stock or less, could be 55, because word on the street is that they put out 100 Green Pumpkin Magic. I got 15. Al got, he got 10. Faith got, I believe, 20. So that's already 45% of the worms available. So if you want to get some, dog, now's the time to strike. Because, dude, that is almost exclusively the worm that I throw. And I usually catch some good sized fish on them. And that color specifically, Green Pumpkin Magic. So I do have some green pumpkins that I'm using right now. They're not my favorite, but they're gonna get me by until I receive the Green Pumpkin Magic. So Faith, I'm using the green pumpkin right now. It's okay. I don't have too many complaints, but it's one of those like, would I have caught off of another color? You know what I'm saying? At night, I'm not really concerned because when I'm fishing at night, I don't think they really care about the cool little green pumpkin flecks, you know, whatever the green pumpkin magic has in there, in the glitter. Like, they don't really care. So I ain't too worried about it, but during the day, I would prefer green pumpkin magic. Oh, I gotta turn my lights on. Oh, bro, not only am I good with a dog, I appreciate it. Because if it comes from the source, they're like, bro, so what that you sent us an email saying you've been hyping us up. But now, if the homies that, I didn't send nobody. If the homies that are motivated enough to send that email, well, that's a different testimonial. You know what I'm saying? That is a testimonial that is organic. Where you guys will say, all right, guys, look, this guy brainwashed us. We watch him for X number of hours. We're brainwashed. But technically, if we're blaming somebody for that, we're gonna have to blame the fish because they are the ones who bite the worm, not me. So I could tell you for days, hey bro, mag dizzies, mag dizzies, mag dizzies. And then you guys will be all like, bro, I ain't seen you catch a fish on a mag dizzy ever. And that right there doesn't do anything. But now if I say mag dizzy after I caught myself a 7-pounder, then that right there might push it a little bit and be like, oh, mag dizzies, you say. What are these mag dizzies and where can I find them? Creel with a redacted comment? Kind of like the chatterbait. That is correct, Don. And that is why you have orders that don't exist. You have the orders that you're like, dudes, I can't do nothing about it, player. I cannot do nothing about it. It's just a performance-based Rodcast. Oh, well, then if it was my brother, dog, then we gotta have BizBait sponsor my brother then. And they just need to send him everywhere. And just through mind-numbing insanity, it's just like, all right, that's it. I don't even care. I'm just going to go buy this. Mike, I believe with age, firm skills diminish. So, I mean, we should all expect it, dog. It's just a fact of life. All right, one more cast with the shaky head. I'm going to cast shallow this time. Straight from the Guntersville, dog. I mean, they don't even know about the Guntersville. They don't even know, bro. That's because the Guntersville, we function on the low, dog. We are under the radar. Exactly where we expect to be. Under the radar. Just doing our thing, bro. Just bringing fishing smiles one person at a time. I mean, you saw when we met those homies yesterday. We just said, come on over, dog. Fish right exactly where we're at. We're good. We're here so that you guys can get bites because we do this sometimes on the daily. Oh, the Rodcast is the place for ideas, dog. Shoot me the idea. Let's see what's up. It's probably a good thing that I stopped throwing that shaky head because there is abrasions like crazy on there. All right, we're switching to a Mag Dizzy worm on a Texas rig. Send BizBait a Guntersville shirt. They're gonna be all like, what is this? What is going on here? They might just suffer from confusion at that point in time. I don't know how long I'm gonna fish here. My first instinct is to stay here a little past dark. But then my other instinct is if I do that, then I'm not gonna go out in the morning. So let's have a little chat vote here. Do we run a little bit of night fishing? And I mean a little bit. Now you guys are not gonna be able to see me because I didn't bring the lights, I didn't bring anything. Or do we run some morning fishing? Because the problem is the later I get there, then the later my rise is. We stand united, even though some of us, but we, and we shall. But kinda we don't. I like that right there. face. You're there and you're like, look, all right, some of us stray, but the Guntersvilleans, we are Guntersvilleans at the core. All right. G-Man says, yes, stay at it. So we got a 1 and a 1. 1 vote for, 1 vote against. All right, bros. That was a hesitation on my part. I've gotten hung up on these rocks too many times, and now I just got a bird's nest. Very nice. And Creel said he'll do me the favor and call me at 3 in the morning. Dude, a wake call? Yes, wake up call in the morning. Get up, dummy. Dummy, I've been up since blah, blah, blah. G-Man's is ready to go to bed, but he's like, yeah, dog, just stay out there, bro. You're good, you good. You good. Moderator, I will sleep on the couch. That way when Creel calls, I'll be the only one who hears it. Oh, I saw a bat. Did you guys see that bat cruise through there? There was definitely a bat. There is a bat cave over here, guys. Let's see, so tomorrow's Rodcast in the afternoon. I don't know. I'm assuming we're gonna do a morning, get off at 7-ish, maybe cut up a short, and then get back on at some time-ish. But then we can go to, if you guys want, go to the bat cave and you guys can watch some bats come out the cave. But the only problem with that is I think it's deep right there, so I don't know how much fishing is gonna get done in that area. GM says that he's caught fish at the bat cave. I'm Batman. And you see, guys, it's up to you guys. Well, we're not talking about the night fishing, but we're talking about going to the bat cave. It's up to you guys whether you guys want to see bats flying out of there, but I need you guys to understand that while I'm there, I will be talking like this. I'm Batman. And I will be talking like that the entire time. I'm gonna be like, I just cast it. I'm in some grass. I'm hooked up in a rock. I'm hung up. So that's just a little taste of what it's going to sound like. But I'm hung up. I'm moving over to get my bait unhung. So if you guys are, that's the other thing you have to take into consideration. If you guys are okay with that, then sure, we'll go to the bat cave. Alfred, I'm bringing some friends over to the bat cave. Make sure you got treats. Sir, the bat cave is secret. Alfred, shut up. Just do what I said. They're my friends. Don't make this weird, Alfred. Okay. We got out of whatever we were in. And we're missing half a worm. All right, we're gonna have to put a new worm on. So if you guys are wanting to go see the bat cave, let me know at some point in time. What does it say, green pumpkin? It says green pumpkin magic. Nah, we're saving that for later. What does it say? Green pumpkin? Bro. Bro. Why? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to hook this worm real quick. Why would Bruce Wayne try and sink a ranger, bro? He knows that they're unsinkable, or at least he should. If he's not an idiot. Unlimited. He appreciated that Alfred got put in his place. Yes, sir. All right, thanks, Alfred. Hey, guys, Alfred said it's cool. He's gonna have snacks for us, so just, send me a list of your snacks and we'll make sure Alfred has them. Sir, I'm going to have to make another run to the store. Do whatever it takes, Alfred. All right, guys, I got stuck somewhere over here, so I just got a little bit closer, and I'm in about 8 feet of water right now. 8 to 10 feet of water. I am casting. There goes a bat. I assume there's going to be less bugs here because this is closer to the bat cave. So I just assume that the bats are going to handle business and I don't need to be consumed by bugs. But if there are bugs here, then I'm probably going to get surrounded by bats. And then Creel, I mean, he wanted me to turn into Dracula, but we're not going into Dracula character. We are going to stick with the character of the day, and that is Batman. Derek, I believe you're in another movie. This is Batman. And the stupid Batman where this guy talks like this all the time. When he's Batman. But when he's regular Bruce Wayne, he just talks normal. Because that's how we know he's not Batman. Because he doesn't have a raspy voice. Creel, you keep those chick flicks out of here, all right? And you let me worry about Catwoman. And my will they, won't they situation with Miss Hathaway. Okay, there's one, but he's under the boat. Thanks a lot, Silver. Your butt is moving. It's not big. Silver's booty got in the way. Silver, you need to watch your booty. It's just a little Juan, I believe. Let's flip him in the boat. It's a little Juan with a lot of salad, bros. Somebody ordered this little Juan with some garnish. It's just a little Juan, guys. Do not get excited, bros. This is just, I think everybody's leaving from the bats. Do not get excited. This is just a little Juan. There is no scale to show the size of the fish, but that is just a little Juan. I believe everybody is leaving the bat cave right now. I guess Sundays is the bat cave day. So what I'll do is I will stay here till all this traffic gets out of here because I don't trust people on the water at night. I've almost been hit a couple times. And I'm Batman. Man, poor Thravity, he's driving, bro, so he doesn't know. He's all like, does this fool really have Batman on the Rodcast? Because very confusing. He's just, I mean, I don't know what his name is, the Batman dude. Is it like Chris something? I don't know what his name is. Christian Bale. I think that's his name. Yeah. I think that's Batman. Pfeiffer is the only Catwoman? Moderator has a very good point right there. Potentially he can't talk any other way because his vocal cords Or potentially the suit is too tight in another area and he's like, I'm Batman. Take this suit off of me. It's squeezing me. So the moderator's right. Maybe that's the only way that he can speak. Okay, now we are in the shallow casting to the deeper area. So Jonathan is saying that when Michelle Pfeiffer said meow and all the stuff blew up, it was epic. Unlimited. This is Batman. There's no way to deny it because it's dark. So is Batman. No doubt. Interesting. Did my bat suit send vibrations to my hand to set the hook? No. It was eelgrass. Oh yeah, Unlimited. I would never lie to you, dog. He was just hanging out, and now we got a guest star. Hello, everyone. I moseyed along over from the Batcave. And I'm just fishing around, finding out. Yo, Batman, relax. That's my phrase. Oh, yeah. Sorry. This fool over here trying to jock my style. Sorry, it's very catchy. I understand, Batman. Derek, we on the Rodcast, at least the people who are currently here, me and Batman, remember kids, Batman is also on the side, on this side. We do not need motivation. See? Batman says no to motivation. Kids, stay away from motivation. There you go, guys. You heard it first. You heard it here. Batman says children should stay away from motivation. Jonathan, there is a key distinction between what Batman said and what you typed. Motivation, fine. Everybody loves motivation. You need it. Get it, kids. Move forward. Handle business. But now, when Batman says motivation, we are no longer speaking of the same word. Well, that's odd. Well, Dead Rabbit, I only tell you what Batman says. I can only tell you what Batman says, and Batman says, kids, say no to motivation. And I mean, I think Batman's gonna know best, bro. If we had to put the two, Dead Rabbit and Batman, side by side, and the advice that we're gonna take, I think Batman might win out, bro. Because, I mean, he just fights crimes and stuff, so he's cool like that. Oh, also, he's a billionaire, maybe, or at least a multi-millionaire. So, probably a guy that you might want to listen to a little bit and be all like, all right, Batman, how exactly do you afford all these mobiles, bro? Is that thunder I heard? Batman, get in your bat ship, bat boat, and see if there is a storm brewing. Because I don't see it here. But I kind of feel like I heard it. I'm getting stuck in this grass when I'm reeling in. Uh-oh, guys. We are in the terrible time where we cannot see the eelgrass. We know it's here, the floating eelgrass. We know it's here, but we cannot see it. Moderator, can you please do a storm check? Okay, cool. Thanks, Creel. I thought I heard thunder, but it was weird. Let's do a time check real quick. 8:17. We will go till 9 o'clock. And then we will cruise back to the dock. I understand that it is hard to see anything right now. But follow the voice of Batman to the BBLs. Don't be a wuss. What the heck, bro? Travis said, LA, don't play around when it comes to Alabama storms. They are serious. And I said, yeah, dog, I've lived here for a while. I understand. So I have to keep an eye out for that weather. But also, don't be a wuss. That is also valid information. Every now and then, you gotta be all like, don't be a wuss, bro. But kids, always err on the side of caution. Do not give in to peer pressure. it is better to be made fun of for being a wuss and still being alive afterwards than to be dead and be a legend. Be dead for doing something stupid. Now, I'm not talking about like cool stuff like, oh, bro, I got to go into that building and save some people. Okay, well, let's go save some people. That's legendary status stuff. But I'm talking about like, hey, bro, let's do the cinnamon challenge, and then I end up choking to death on cinnamon or whatever. I have no idea what these stupid challenges are. But let's not do that. Be dead and be a legend? I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about little stupid things. Not like, hey man, it's time to go handle business. And I don't know what a good example is without starting an international incident. You know, like Wolverine status, like I'm talking about Red Dawn, okay, that's acceptable, legendary status. But stuff like, hey bro, do you think that you could run across this traffic on this freeway? No, that's not legendary status. That's stupidity status. But if you're like, if Cuba is invading and you are the Red Dawn kids, okay then, that's legendary status. You gotta do it, dog. You gotta run around yelling, Wolverines! Let's turn on Jarvis because there's somebody heading my way. I think there's too much eelgrass here, guys. I can see it on top. I'll show it to you guys right now. There's just too much eelgrass to be working stuff at night. I can't see where this eelgrass is. What if you don't die? Well, okay, cool, but here's the thing. Jonathan, you could also not die, but okay, so check it out. Story about my brother. We've told this story a million times. Story about my brother. He always cries about his stupid hurt leg. He's got a titanium rod in his leg. Or like, because he did not listen to the words of my father. My father said, hey, I don't getting on that three-wheel grass over here. Forget about the bugs. The bugs are whatever. But look, dude, this is the floating eel talking about that causes an issue. I can't really cast into that. And we have patches of that everywhere. I'm gonna have to go into night mode because these bugs are crazy. Did I get anything, Colin? Oh, that's straight through the heart, dog. We got stuff, dog. We just didn't get any BBLs so far. But yeah, so my brother, he yo, peace out, Krill. You're gonna miss out on a lesson. So my father told us all, do not get on your cousin's three-wheeler. Now, this is during the time when three-wheelers were allowed. Now you can only have a quad because three-wheelers were deemed too dangerous. So, or at least where I lived, three-wheelers were deemed too dangerous and they were outlawed. But either way, he told us not to. And well, my brother, I mean, you guys have met him, seen him on the Rodcast. You guys have seen his what would you call this? His choice making. Here. And now keep in mind, guys, you guys see how much I fish, right? So I must like fishing. So my brother is you doing okay back there, Batman? I'm great. No BBLs, but I'm still throwing. All right, cool. So we both like fishing. Apparently I do a little bit more than he does, but we both like fishing. And my brother was gonna go fishing with my cousin. And my cousin, they took their fishing rods, whatever. And my cousin showed up to my house, well, to my parents' house. Me and my brother were there. And my brother was getting on the three-wheeler because I thought we were going fishing, so I was gonna go with him. But apparently they were gonna go on the three-wheeler. So I was all like, hey, bro, Trini said not to get on the three-wheeler. Now, don't ask me why, but we call my dad Trini. We call him by his name. His full name is Trinidad. Usually kids call their parents by like dad and mom, but not only do we not call him dad, but we also took off the dad out of his Trinidad, so we don't call him Trinidad, we just call him Trini. So that's neither here nor there. Trini was what do you call it? He told us not to get on that three-wheeler. And my brother, just being I don't even know what to call it, I want to say the total moron, but like the total, it's just frustrating me and I can't even think of words. Being the total, maybe, it's not the word disrespectful, but disregarding, some along, like, he just basically, when you tell him something, he's just gonna not listen, right? He's just gonna do the opposite of what you say. So, being the stupid idiot that he is, he was like, wait, who gives a shit? And I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Your dad told you not to get on there. He said, who cares, bro? We're just going right there. And I said, nah, bro, I am not gonna get on that. I was told not to, so I'm not going to. And then at that point in time, children, this is what I'm talking about. It's better to be a guy who is ridiculed and be called a wuss than to be the legend. Because this fool's legend is not a legend of, it is a cautionary tale, not a, oh man, that was so awesome when he did that. So he tells me that I'm a wuss because I don't get on the three-wheeler and that I'm a little bee and all this other stuff. He's trying to get me to go along with him. And now this is my older brother the older brother should be all like, yo, dog, don't do this because blah, blah, blah. But instead, my older brother is like, dude, let's go do all the stupid stuff we can because I need somebody to do stupid stuff with. Let's go do hood rat stuff. I need somebody to either blame it on or somebody to take me down or take down with me. So I was just all like, dog, I ain't doing it. So he ends up going fishing, and well, I go to my grandma's house because we're all hanging out at my grandma's house. That's what we did on Sundays. And then all of a sudden, an ambulance goes cruising through. I mean, our town was very small, so the ambulance goes cruising into town, and we're like, what the heck is that? Why is the ambulance coming through to town? Because that would mean somebody that we potentially knew, that's grass, is, I'm gonna punch you, grass, is hurt or whatever, right? So then we just see all the adults run out of the house. And I'm like, what the heck? Where are all these adults going? And then one of the leftover people, I don't know who it was, but one of the leftover people was there and they said, oh, Tino got into an accident. And I was like, first thought in my head, that stupid idiot. Told him not to, but he don't listen to nobody, so whatever. So he gets into an accident, and what happened was that this lady, I mean, it's just as stupid as can be, bros. It is as stupid as can be, getting on a three-wheeler, whatever. You know, getting on a three-wheeler, because I've been on one. It's not a, you know, it's not, unless you're doing like super crazy stuff, it's not really, you know, like you can get hurt on anything. I can get hurt on a bass boat. But he ends up, my cousin who was driving, so technically my brother couldn't really have control of what was going to happen at this point. But my cousin who was driving and trying to, I guess, impress my brother, they fly out of the desert. They fly out of the desert into a dirt road, but this dirt road was a road that cars would cruise on frequently. It's just that this town had a whole bunch of dirt roads. So they fly out of the desert into that, or like just basically perpendicular to that road. And this lady was cruising through and she hits him with a Bronco. And my brother gets hit. He goes flying off. The lady, some lady heard what had happened and she went and saved my brother's leg because his leg was about to come out of the skin. So she held him down so that like his bone didn't come out, because if his bone came out and then got all the dirt on it, well then it was gonna get infected and they were gonna have to chop it off. So she saved his leg, and he ends up having to get hooks removed, and so does my cousin. They have to get hooks removed out of like their hands and all kinds of places because their rods were there and hooks went everywhere, blah, blah, blah. But this idiot, he ends up, that was Father's Day, and he says it, I mean, I don't know if he's joking, but he says it in like the most like disrespectful he says it in the most dismissive tone when he says whatever, you know. There's no remorse, there's nothing. He's just there and he's all like, hey, wait, and that was on Father's Day, way. Yeah, that's a great Father's Day present to give your dad, right? And I'm just like, dude, what, are you proud of this, dog? Do you want me to like, should I give you a pat on the back and be all like, hey, that was an amazing stupidity you did right there, bro. You're a legend. Again, guys, that's the moral of this story. You could be the wuss who gets made fun of, which that would be me right now. But look, guys, I still got the use, and thank the good Lord, I still got the use of my legs. I don't have anything crazy, no titanium rods, nothing like that. I didn't cause my father any financial hardship. because he seems to be proud of that as well. He says, "Oh yeah, that's a great Father's Day present to give him, right? Like a 10G hospital bill." I'm like, "What the, bro? You're an idiot." So he says stuff like that, and it's just like, dude, very frustrating. But what do you call it? That is the legendary status, guys. Children, that I am saying, avoid being the idiot who accepts the challenge, because that idiot, he just disobeyed completely and ended up paying the price. And now that's why he cries about his leg all the time. "Hey, wait, my leg hurts. I got a titanium rod." And I was like, "I don't care, bro. That's your problem. Maybe you should listen." But you would think that that would like bring him some clarity in life, and he'd be all like, "Okay, I almost lost my leg." Because at what point in time do you how many moments in life have to happen before you realize, okay, there's something that I'm doing that isn't right. There's just clearly something that is not helping me out. And then after a while, you probably want to look in the mirror and be all like, "Oh, it's me making these decisions. Oh, that's how it happens. Maybe I should stop making stupid decisions." But, you know, he cried about his leg last night, and he said, his foot. "Hey, wait, it's because I had to walk 2 hours." And I was like, "Well, who made you walk?" "Well, it's because Kimmy this and Kimmy that." But then Kimmy says that she called and told him, "Hey, I'll go pick you up." And he said no. So it wasn't Kimmy. It was his own stupid choices that made him So Dead Rabbit is coming to the defense of my brother with the words, "We built different." How? Bro, because one is built different does not make them built correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brother could have avoided all that. There are 400 instances in my brother's life, probably 1,000, a million, who knows, that he could have avoided, but he's built different. Bro, we were built by the same manufacturers. That's the problem. That's the lack of understanding that I have. There's too much eelgrass here, guys. I can't. Let's take a look. It's not like we were from two different manufacturing plants, bro. We came from the same manufacturer. So how is it that this guy is a total moron, but mostly all the other children don't suffer from the same fate of like stupid choices causing him problems? Because why would he have walked? He could have just said, "Okay, dude, I'm gonna walk. Okay, I threw a tantrum, and now Kimmy's offering to pick me up, so I'm just gonna be an adult and say, look, let's talk about why I threw a tantrum and go from there." Instead, he's like, "No, I'm gonna double down on stupid and walk the rest of the way." It makes no sense. And it would be cool. It would be cool if all right, so Dead Rabbit's talking from the perspective of future Tino. But it would be cool, bro. I would give him props if he does his stupidity, right? And he's all like, hey, I walked for 2 hours because I'm hard-headed and I'm just gonna do whatever and I gotta prove a point, whatever. If he wants to do that, I'm with him. I'm like, dude, you do whatever, this America, you do whatever dumb shad you want and whatever. You know, it's no big deal. But now for him to cry for the next 2 hours or like more while we were fishing and be all like, hey, wait, my foot hurts because, wait, it's Kimmy's fault, wait, because this, that, and the other. And I was like, dude, own up to your own bullshit, bro. And that's not Kimmy's fault. You're the one who chose to walk. So that's the problem, is that it then rolls to other people. And I'm like, bro, if you had 2 good legs, maybe you would have, maybe he doesn't have a second good leg because then he'd do dumber stuff. Maybe that's what it was. If he had 2 good legs, he would do dumber stuff now. So to tame him, then the good Lord had to maim him. To tame him, he maimed him. Bro, that's possible. Might have said, okay, look, this idiot cannot be given. It makes sense, right? Because, like, I always say it, guys. The good Lord has taken away my hair. And it was probably to humble me, like, you know, Samson-like. He was all like, hey, bro, you're out here doing too many stupid things because you got cool hair. And then he was all like, so I'm going to start taking away your hair, so you better figure it out now and figure out if you can find a chick that's going to like you now before your hair disappears. And I was like, hey, thanks for the heads up. So I don't know, bro. Maybe that's what's going on here. He had to maim him to tame him. So it wasn't take him out. It was just, okay, let's see how much trouble this idiot can get into with half a leg. Well, with a good leg, but then half a good leg. But I don't understand, bro, why. I don't understand why I then have to deal with his stupidity. I guess I'm my brother's keeper, but my brother's an idiot. So that means I'm a keeper of an idiot. So, and it is not an idiot by, like, if people have intellectual handicaps, whatever, like we respect those people and we help them out. But if you have a clear ability to have rational thought, but then you choose not to, okay, well then you're just stupid. Dudes, look at all this, bros. I was gonna fish this, but there is no way I could fish that. Do you see all that eelgrass right there, bros? There is no way I would have been able to fish that. That is a trail of eelgrass. Nasty, nasty, nasty. But yeah, bros. So I'm telling you guys, if people have like a handicap, cool, we respect that, we help them out. But my brother's an idiot by choice. Not an idiot by inability to make the correct choices. He chooses the stupid choice every time. He's all like, hey bro, yeah, let's just do dumb stuff. I'm like, well, you can do all the dumb stuff you want, dog, but I like my life. Do your stuff somewhere else. I think it really does it for the attention. What do you think, Batman? I think he's an idiot. I don't even know him, and I think he's an idiot. All right, you heard it here, guys. Batman thinks my brother is an idiot. Hey, Batman, you're not going to go back to the ramp? I mean, you're going with me all the way to the ramp? That's fine. I'll have Alfred come pick me up. All right, whatever. So yeah, bros, it's one of those kids. Do not be the legend, the cautionary tale legend, the idiot. Just be the cool guy who gets made fun of for being a wuss. It's fine. You'll be okay. They're just words, guys. And then a million years down the road, you'll be looking at those guys who were saying, I'll be the legend. Be like, whatever, bro. And you can be legendary now. How did so much eelgrass get on this lake, bro? What happened? And don't get me wrong, homies. I'm not standing or sitting here right now like all holier than thou. Like, I've made a lot of stupid mistakes. But remember, children, you can make stupid mistakes. It just depends on how fast you learn from them. To make a mistake is human. But to learn from them, that is what determines the speed of which you will then potentially become successful. Because we all make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I've done some of the stupidest shit you will ever know. But I learned from it quick. And I said, that only leads one way, and I don't want to go that way. But there are some people who just like living in the, I don't know, bro, in the rut, in the hardship. What do you think, Batman? Yeah. I never made mistakes because I was rich. Mistakes don't happen when you're rich. They are just moments in time that get fixed by money. Way, Batman, coming with the real. Yeah, that's real. All right, guys, you heard it here. Batman said that if you're rich, you could make a mistake and then it just disappears. We've seen it many times. you guys see a light every now and then, that's me shining my spotlight to make sure that we got some visual. You see, children, all you gotta do is listen to the old heads. They've been there. They will let you know that you can come back from a mistake. And that is your Sunday sermon. Nah, we don't have sermons here, guys. We just talk like homies. We talk like homies about life. Try and bring the positive. That's what we do here on the Rodcast. And catch a fish every now and then. I mean, it's more like every now and maybe later, now and laters, who knows. All right, guys, we tried to bring some night fishing, dudes, but it was difficult with all that eelgrass. I have no idea where this eelgrass came from. I mean, I do have an idea where it came from under the water, but I do not know where like this floating eelgrass came from. I would just assume that it was everybody playing around on the weekend and eelgrass came out of nowhere. So maybe in a day or two, it will go away and then we can fish a little bit more unobstructed. I mean, I really wanted to catch a BBL out there. That's why we drove out there, bros. We don't just drive out there to waste gas. I mean, it was a decent sunset. 22, yes, I am done. We continued our streak, guys. We continued our 30 times 3 plus, I don't know what this math equation is now on. 30 times 3 plus some amount of double-digit days. What is today? Nobody even knows. Maybe it's the 15th, so who knows? Maybe it's, no, it's the 17th, so maybe it's 30 times, probably 3 plus 13 days, maybe? I don't know. So that is 30 times 3 plus 13 days. Ah, dogs, we didn't even celebrate the hundo. Celebrate the hundo. A hundo days of consecutive fishing. Where were we on that? We did not celebrate the hundo. Bros, I let you guys down on that. We should have celebrated the hundo. Dang it, dang it, dang it. All this eelgrass sucks. But that's life, dogs. We just gotta do what we can. Adapt and overcome. That is the name of the game. So let's leave you guys while I go get the truck. And I'm telling you guys, that truck is way down there. But I'll be back, and I'll be back fast. Wait a second. I got an image sent to me. Wait, no. This is not an image. This is audio. Let's see what this is. 22. I'm gonna play it live. Oh wait, no. That was a video of what happened. Let's show it, guys. Let's show in the jump. Where's the video? Show me the stupid video, bruh. This is video footage, guys, of the jump. Are you guys ready? Watch this. What was that? Oh, boom. That looked like a big old green bass, bros. Oh, you brought the best fishing partner around. Is that your forward-facing fish finder right there?
Yeah.
No, the dog.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. That right there looks like a... Bro, what was that? What was that? If Elon would only give... That's iffy, bros. I don't know what that is. If Elon would only give us 1080p, bro, then we would be good. But Elon does not allow us to do 1080p. Oh, I can hear myself. To me. Unlimited, you think that we got 9 more till 100? You're crazy, dog. All right, guys, while I go get this truck, I'm telling you guys, it's way down there. It'll take me like 20 seconds to come back. But, dudes, I mean, I'll complain about my foot and I had to walk 20 miles or whatever. What do you... We got to leave you guys with the jam. Now, just know, it's going to take me a while, so you're going to hear this like 40 times. If it plays correctly, what's Elon doing? Elon.
On the lake, we chillin', drillin'. LA and GM, even Creel too. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Guntersville, Guntersville, riding on silver, ripping and spilling. Wake up early, sun on the rise, waves getting sharp like blades in the skies. Throttle down, silver skates on glass, both slicing clean like a samurai slash. Creel got the bait lines heavy with dreams, unlimited vision, plotting schemes. Callers on the deck, calling up plays. LA and GM setting the blaze. Engine growl, yeah, that's our sound. Lake so smooth, feel skybound. Guntersville gang, we own this town. Guntersville, Guntersville, on the lake, we chillin', thrillin'. LA and GM, even Creel too. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Guntersville, Guntersville, riding on silver, ripping and spilling. Dockside vibes where the stories unfold. Fish tails big, but the crew stays bold. Trophies stacking like chips in a game. Legends of the lake, yeah, they know our name. Life jackets whacked out, neon and black. Cooler on deck, stack to the max. Silver's way cutting a lightning streak. Guntersville is flow, unique technique. Villains on the water, hearts of gold. Stories told, but the lake's still cold. Riding waves, carving paths unseen. Guntersville family, the dream team. You take anything. Dope, jack, idiot. Sharp like blades in the skies. Throttle down, silver skates on glass. Both slicing clean like a samurai slash. Creel got the bait lines heavy with dreams. Unlimited vision, plotting schemes. Callers on the deck, calling up plays. LA and GM setting the blaze. Engine growl, yeah, that's our sound. Lake so smooth, feel skybound. Guntersville gang, we own this town. Guntersville, Guntersville, on the lake, we chillin', thrillin'. LA and GM, even Creel too. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Guntersville, Guntersville, riding on silver, ripping and spilling. Dockside vibes where the stories unfold. Fish tails big, Guntersville. Wake up early, sun on the rise, waves getting sharp like blades in the skies. Throttle down, silver skates on glass, both slicing clean like a samurai slash. Grill got the bait lines heavy with dreams, unlimited vision, plotting schemes. Callers on the deck, calling the plays. LNG, I'm setting the blaze. Engine growl, yeah, that's our sound. Lake so smooth, feel skybound. Guntersville gang, we own this town. Guntersville, Guntersville. On the lake, we chillin', thrillin'. LA and GM, even Creole too. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Guntersville, Guntersville. Riding on silver, ripping and spilling. Dockside vibes where the stories unfold. Fish tails big, but the crew stays bold. Trophies stacking like chips in a game. Legends of the lake, yeah, they know our name. Life jackets swagged out, neon and black. Cooler on deck, stack to the max. Silver's way cutting a lightning streak. Guntersville flow, unique technique. Villains on the water, hearts of gold. Stories told, but the lake's still cold. Riding waves, carving paths unseen. Guntersville family, the dream team. You take it. Dope, check it.
Bros, I guess while I was gone, Batman left. She did leave me a note here, though. I guess I'll have to read it in my best Batman voice. You'll have to understand if I had to leave. Fighting crime is an eternal job. I can never rest. I enjoyed the time fishing on silver. You Gunners villains aren't bad. I'll make sure that we have an alliance. And we don't have to battle each other out here in the fight for good and evil. Also, your brother's an idiot. All right, Batman, that was some strong words right there, bro. But you heard it here, guys. Batman said, my brother is an idiot. So, I don't know if you guys saw him leave, but apparently he did leave. Yeah! Bros. Bros. Dudes, I just read that Colin and Bromance will be teaming up. Oh, them fish ain't got no shot now, bro. Colin and Bromance, oh man, they will be in the same boat. All I have to say to that is this, dog. Oh, dang. Colin and Bromance, I could already see it. Hey, buddy, that's a great smallmouth you caught there. Oh, thank you, friend. Oh, no problem, pal. That's what it's gonna be like all day in that boat. Oh, what an excellent hook set there, buddy. Oh, thanks for the compliment, pal. Dude, that is gonna be a great day on the water. I can already tell. Bromance and El Norteño teaming up in the same boat. I can't believe it, guys. Those bass have never seen anything like that. Yo, Colin, what's the deal, dog? What happened to the photo shoot? Do you guys not have time for the photo shoot? You guys are too busy setting hooks? I mean, it's understandable, but I'm wondering, where is the photo shoot? I was promised Travis Kelce-like pictures out in the wild. That's what I was promised for this photo shoot, dog. Is it not gonna happen? Let me know so that I can cry myself to sleep tonight and be wondering, why didn't I get those Kelce-like photos of Bromance and all his homies out there in Canada. Nobody knows. But just let me know, Colin. That way I can, again, cry myself to sleep. But hopefully you guys catch him out there, Colin. You and Bromance. Also tell him, follow your heart. Tell him that I said follow your heart as he casts. And I might make a suggestion to you, bro. From a distance. Now, know that I am not over there, dog, so I do not know what the conditions are over there. But I'm saying, from a distance, try switching to a bigger worm to get rid of these little Juans. Because I think right now you are throwing a Nico rig with the lineage of what's his name? Mr. Wiggles. So potentially that might be getting you only the smaller ones. Now, is it a magnum hitworm? I mean a max hitworm or whatever? Because I think there's two sizes, a smaller one and a bigger one. So I would try going bigger and then I would try going deeper. But what do I know? I'm just an idiot who fishes. It's just a suggestion, Colin. You do whatever you want to do, dog, because you are the one there, bro. I would never tell you to do anything. I would only give you suggestions, and that is all. Ah, the Mr. Wiggles Magnum. Okay, all right. But it's a bigger one, okay? 22 says the ladies always prefer the bigger worms. I don't know. BBLs. I mean, you've seen them. Oh, your homie sharded up the butt, dog. Yeah. Throwback right there. Colin's homie sharded up the butt, guys. And he's doing better. There you go. Life lesson right there, guys. Don't be afraid to shard up the butt and you'll be good. Did you happen to have any Zoom Magnum trick worms, bro? Because those are also good worms right there. Colin, I intend to be out there in the morning. I assume you guys don't have great service, but not out there in Canada, just out here in the morning. So, Jonathan, you don't understand, bro. You don't understand. You came in a little late in the Rodcast, so it's like an OG. We were throwing some worms, and then someone said, hey, put some chartreuse on it. And then I said, oh yeah, I got a marker here, bro. I'll shard up the butt. And then that's where it all happened, bro. Sharded up the butt. So shard up the butt. It's great advice, bro. It is top-notch advice, but it depends where in life you apply it. Now, I ain't saying shard up the butt where you stand. I'm saying shard up the butt when you're fishing. So that's all I'm saying, dog. And it is spelled C-H-A-R-T, and then however you spell oos, chartreuse, well, roos, I guess. So yeah, that's how it's spelled, bro. And if I had to try and spell it, let's see, C-H-A-R-T-R-U-E-S-E, but I kind of feel like it could also be E-U-S-E. No, I'm gonna go with U-E-S-E. But yeah, bro, so it's spelled chart as in chartreuse, not chart as in whatever you were talking about, dog, because we are above all that, dog. We have high class comedy here. We do not stoop down to that level of comedy here. Just saying. Oh, did I miss it? Dang it, dang it, dang it. I heard the spelling bee. Ding. Son of a fish. I'm out of here, guys. I will go out a loser. I am the spelling bee loser. I spelled a word live and I sucked. So I sucked, bro. So what? I sucked live. Who cares? Dang it, it was the EU. Bro, I didn't want to go with the EU because I'm American. So I'm not about the EU. So I'm all like, nah, bro, we're going to go with UE because we are the United States. You know what I'm saying? I don't do no EU. None of that mess. So America wins again. I lose the spelling bee, but America wins again. Oh. Yo, we're talking about where... Oh, thank you for your service, Al. That's right, guys. America. We do not do none of this EU stuff. We spell it however we want to make it what we need it to be. Hence, the Gulf of you know. I don't want to wake up Snozook. He probably heard that and he's like, the Gulf of America. It's the Gulf of America. That's the Gulf of America. Gulf of America. Gulf of America. That's what I think Snozook is doing right now. He's probably just tossing and turning, bro. So we won't even say anything anymore. We will bid him adieu. Colin, go out there, handle business, dog. Let us know what you got, player. Also, Nadian. Oh, here we go. We're all saying what branch of the services that we served in. Civilian, at your service, guys. I'm just a civilian, bro. I'm just chilling. I am not cool like you guys. I'm just a regular civilian dude walking around. And I didn't say it as civilian, you know what I'm saying? Like my last name with civilian. No, I said civilian. Though it does sound like civilian. I don't know, bros. I am a civilian. Uh-oh. I'm out of here. Jonathan's going to start a war. Colin just wants to talk about fishing, and now he's going to come over here with all his homies. He's going to punch every one of you guys in the face because I'm bro. I'm just watching, and I'm like, all right, guys, let's keep it clean. Everybody, you know, keep the shots above the belt. Let's go. And then I'm just watching it all play out. Dang, 22's a military brat. I might just be considered a brat, bro. But not the brat, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a dude and she was a female rapper. She was alright, but not great. I just don't think that they got the bass in their voice to get that flow, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. My vatos, I will see you guys later because I got to go home, go to sleep, and get ready for potentially some morning fishing, some early morning fishing. Let's see what it is. We aren't cool. 25. But either way, thanks for your service, homies. Peace out, fish around, and find out.